planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. Well, first I want to thank all my Patreon members who help make it possible to create videos like this. Well, thank you guys so much, and if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. Okay, you guys, it's time for another setup in my bullet journal. March is almost here, believe it or not, and I love the change of seasons. I love spring in terms of more flowers and budding and all of that. I don't like that those flowers and grass and all of that is just huge on my allergies. But because I live in Arizona, it's definitely not as bad as it was in Oklahoma. So I love all the newness of spring, but man, I wish I could breathe better. But in any case, we're going to celebrate the great things about spring in my setup for this month of March. So let's get to it. Okay, I have switched into my traveler's notebook that I made years ago for myself for my birthday, which is holding my bullet journal. I'm using it as a bullet journal cover, and I love it. I switch into it every spring, and so I'll put that video across the screen from when I first made that for you guys. And so I just took the little pin clip that I made also years ago with a binder clip and some elastic. I just took it off of the old cover that I was using and put it on this one, and I'm not using it around the elastic this time. I just have it, the cover slid, the front and the back, I just slid them into the little side pockets there, and so I think it works out nicely. This is a Scribbles That Matter, and I've presented in a few different videos, which I'll put cards for those as well for you guys. I've got a couple of journaling cards that used to be in my Etsy shop that are just sitting here right now, but I have closed that shop if you weren't aware. These were some of my little original pieces of art that are just sitting in here, some of my favorite journaling cards that I made some time ago. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of update you guys on what's happened since the last video, which was the January flip through and February setup. So I did put in all of the completed page numbers for February are in here, and then all of the March setup pages, I put those in there in the index. And then this was what the future log turned out to look like in the end for February. Let me scoot up a little bit, make sure I'm centered for you guys in the video. I think that's good. So this is how February turned out, and this was the March future log also, which I don't have a lot of unique appointments or anything in March this time so far. So yeah, all right, so then we'll go on to, I'm just gonna pass a few things and go to my personal goals section and see how I did. Let's see if I can get this in frame. Okay, see how I did on my health tracking. So I'm supposed to try to do yoga 3 times a week and my bike twice a week, which, you know, I've done okay, but I certainly haven't met that specific goal every week. I kind of dropped off a little bit, but I either walking or riding my bike on that. So looks like I've done better maybe on the walking than on the yoga. So I had a couple weeks I didn't do yoga at all, but I'm definitely regrouping. I've had a lot of changes in February, some very unplanned, so I'm going to pick that back up to get back on track for that. So as far as sleep hours go, February is not over yet, so I can't put that. I was at 7.85 in January for my average. I did present a Celebrate Recovery lesson, so I've completed that. My friend Kelly and I are going through the advanced steps. There's a whole new set of books for people who have completed the 12 steps. Mine was for PTSD and want to, you know, continue to grow in those areas. Just, you should always be working on your recovery. So we're doing the advanced books together. So we are doing that every week faithfully. So we'll finish it this year. And then I haven't shared my testimony yet. I'm planning on doing it no later than October, but I haven't worked on it at all. So I definitely need to make sure that in March, which I did put it on my March schedule, to start actually writing some of it out. I am going to see my son in May, right before he graduates, actually, because I'm using miles and didn't work out perfectly, and he didn't want to walk anyway for his college graduation. So he's going to come back a few days after me, but I'm using miles both for my round trip ticket and for his ticket back home. So that's awesome. So it's not time for Hawaii and Japan yet, but those are definitely happening. Our house was on the market for a couple of days and we took it down because there's some things that the tenant left and some issues that need to be resolved that we need to take care of, like these cats that they were feeding that won't leave, and there's like 10 cats that are swarming the house and no one wants to see your house to buy it when that's happening. So we're trying to wrap that up this week to put it back on the market. It was only there for a few days so that we can sell that and buy something here in Phoenix. So that's kind of the status of those. February is not over yet, so I can't put how my social media type goals like that have done so far. And then let's go ahead and go. I think now we're ready to just go straight to February and flip through that. So this is how February has gone so far. Using my gosh, I can't think what it's called, legend, like I have on my future log. And then this is how the to-do is done. I got a few days left, but I've done pretty well. Some things have changed, so like I said, I'm closing my Etsy shop, so I'm opening a second YouTube channel, and that will replace this spot. But I had already started setting that up in March, so I'll have to fix that to have the second YouTube channel on there. But that was my to-dos, and then my gratitude. So yeah, lots to be thankful for, big and small. God is good. There's always a blessing that we can observe, and I'm grateful for that. And then these were my weekly pages, and sometimes I post these on Instagram, so you can check them out there as well. This was a printable, a full page printable, but I made stickers out of it for my Patreon members. Yeah. Awesome time at our planner meetup for Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ. This is my favorite weekly spread, my absolute favorite one. I love this combination of the light pinkish, it's like a blush pink and gray. Beautiful. I love this spread. Oh my gosh, I really love it. And the combination of stickers from me that I created, and from Capital Chic Designs, and from Plan to Blossom, and then just some other ones friends gave me. I really like this. Really nice washi from Plan to Blossom too. And then this one has just different stickers that I just pulled out. Just wanted to find some blue and green, didn't matter where they came from. These two were ones that I got from the Phoenix Museum of Art, and a set of stickers for Vincent van Gogh. They were only $1.99 actually for that little booklet. And I got some Japanese ones also for that same price when I was there. And then my birthday was on the 21st, and my husband and I went to see Call of the Wild, which is an awesome movie. You have to check it out if you haven't seen it. And we went to eat at a vegan restaurant called Urban Bean, and I got this huge burrito, breakfast burrito, and I got a chocolate, what do you call that? It's not a croissant. I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, I got a chocolate dessert, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, it's a scone, chocolate scone. And for later, I got a carrot cake, not muffin, carrot cake cupcake. And then at Celebrate Recovery, my friends made me a vegan chocolate cake, which was awesome. And this artwork was on the table at Urban Bean. I really liked it. And then this is the current week. Yeah, so I always have set up what I want to accomplish this week, and then what I need to do each day, what the weather is, what time I went to bed and got up, which I forgot every now and then. Most of the time I didn't though. If I exercised and what I did, what my weight was, which I had gained some weight from eating, but I'm back down to 134 now. 133 is my normal weight. Yeah. So yeah, and then here is the setup for March. So I just kind of went with the like spring theme. A little flower doodle there. I love this ladybug that I doodled on this leaf. It turned out so nice. And all of the markers on these 2 pages are Crayola Super Tips, except for I used Tombow Mono pens on the black on the ladybug. And what I did differently here is I left a little more space to put the different little legend pieces, icons, and I left an additional column to put the X's on as those days pass, and I've done them. And I also added the different holidays that I want to feature on social media, the unique ones and the traditional ones. Yeah, and then I kind of left this one pretty blank. I just felt led to. I felt like I will probably be scribbling. I'm kind of, you know, some things are new, and I'm, like I said, I'm gonna be replacing this with YouTube for my second channel, which is for me singing my vocal music, my voice. And I just feel like I want to be able to do some art during the week or some scribbles during the week for this one. And I'm not finished putting everything on here that needs to be done this month, so I've got to get that done in the next few days. And then for gratitude this time, I decided to just write thank you God. Oh, there should be a comma right there. Let's just stick a comma right there. Thank you, comma, God. Yeah. And then I put the days of the week on there this time too, which I didn't do last time. And I just doodled some flowers. And then it's just the setup for the next week. And I went with a light yellow and a light blue this time. Oh, I do need to cut this right here. There's something stuck on here. I need to cut this for the Dutch door. I don't know if you noticed that I have that kind of unique Dutch door that I'm using now, which I got from Boho Berry, and she got it from somebody, and I don't know who. But yeah, and that's because this week's sermon notes apply. I review them and study them throughout the week, and then I can add stuff here too. All right, and that's it for today, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment, and let me know what you think and how your bullet journal is going, or how your planner experience this year in 2020 is turning out. Do you like what your planning method is? Do you like the planner you're using, or are you already ready to change it up a little bit? Also, you can check me out on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic, where I post all of my creative ventures and adventures. I have 2 Facebook groups. The local one is called Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ, and there we meet in person once a month and have lots of planner fun. And then the other one for anyone around the world is called Organized Planner Chic Crew, and there we do giveaways, and we try to stay in touch pretty much every day with videos and posts and all of that. And then if you are interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. And until next time, happy planning.